source of revenue for the county, the entire amount comes from level 4. Is it to say then nothing was received from any other health sector facility? The entire amount to the cent comes from level 4.
It's a good question. It was asked by Senator Sifuna. I think the governor has addressed it. That was Linda Mama from lower facilities. But what the governor has not accepted is that they ought to have broken this down. Receiver of revenue. Receiver of revenue, as a member of the institute, you know what the template requires. You ought to break this down so that we are able to see the components. What comes from out of pocket, what comes from the other insurance funds.
Chair, thanks for bringing that up, because I personally don't believe that people of Homa Bay are not paying out of pocket. Our experience here in Nairobi is totally different. Maybe we need to benchmark. But because there is a ground person here, Chair, allow me to hear from the MCA there. If the sergeant at arms can give him the mic, I want to know his experience with his people there in his village. He can tell us his ward, whether really people are not paying out of pocket in Homa Bay. Because here in Nairobi, we are still having cases of people going to the facilities and being asked to pay money out of pocket, and it's not a small number. Honorable
Senator Sifuna, you'll allow me to give the directions.
That's why I asked you,
but we'll be careful not to mix what SHA ought to deliver globally versus the responsibility of Homa Bay County. Because I hear you, I feel you. You want to pick a sample, and we have seen there are issues around SHA. There are issues around SHA. And but it is not for this governor to defend SHA unless you became the government spokesperson.
No, Chair, you know, when I was speaking, you were a bit distracted. You have framed it for us that we needed a breakdown, yes, to see what really is the situation. Because when the county claims that the bulk of this money is actually reimbursements from SHA, and we in our counties are having challenges, we have to interrogate. Maybe there's something we are doing wrong, or there's something that we can learn from Homa Bay.
Was there SHA in this financial year, or this was NHIF?
This was NHIF because SHA started in October, which would now become the financial year 2024-2025.
Correct.
So what we're discussing now is NHIF.
So this is NHIF. So and maybe the question is the NHIF outstanding reimbursements, whether they were received in full. Because I think that's a national problem for this particular financial year.
No, Homa Bay is owed over 100 million in NHIF claims that were not fully given to us.
So ideally, this should have been at least 941 million, if the 100 million had come.
If the 100 million had come in, yes.
Okay, so members, I'm not defensive. I'm just drawing the line that these are numbers relating to NHIF, and SHA will be in this current financial year.
Yeah, there was a discussion that happened prior to this meeting beginning, where we were suggesting that maybe we should let the vice chair chair today's meeting. I am increasingly getting convinced that you need to move to the next chair, because this is your home county and you might have biases that you might not even be aware of yourself. Because we want to learn. We want to learn from what Homa Bay is doing. The rosy picture that has been painted for us really doesn't make any sense, because we have different experiences in our counties. So when I request the MCA, he's here. Let him tell us his village, the one he represents, is what we are being told the situation that is obtaining on the ground.
That is in order. And for the record, my vice chair is also the vice chair of ODM, so that is also not very useful.
Can I chair?
But chair, I wanted to chair.
Okay, order. Let's get back to the issues.
I wanted to be very clear that a big portion of the money that we are receiving is from insurance. People also pay out of pocket. That is also the situation. People also pay out of pocket. But if you compare it to the percentage that we receive from insurance, the percentage from insurance is way higher than what people are paying out of pocket, particularly in the financial year that we are speaking about, which was 2023-2024. But even now, people still pay out of pocket, but the percentage that is paid out of pocket, and this is not because of that the numbers are few. It is because that what people can afford to pay out of pocket is much less than what the insurance will reimburse. For example, if you have 1,000 people paying 1,000 shillings, and you compare it to just one procedure that is going to bring in 100,000, that is why the amount that is being paid from insurance is higher than the amount that is being paid out of pocket. And that is what we explained. And the amount of money that has been consolidated there should be broken down. Because in our financial reports every month, it is broken down as level 4 facilities by name. I don't know if we can get just a sample report that we receive at our revenue roundtable so that the senators can see it. It is the level 4 facilities. It is the other facilities, that is level 2 and 3. They are put under one line because there are many. And then it is public health revenue. And then in that report, there is FIF, and then there is what the insurance is going to pay. There is the money that people are paying from their pocket, and then there is money that is paid over.
So, Governor, to help you, going forward, we must demand on that. We must demand for that disclosure. I think that's the reason why this question is arising, because we are used to seeing that breakdown in other county reports. Do you want the MCA to respond first? Or?
Yes, he will. But I just make a comment on what she just said. You know, that which she says would have been given to us, if we had it, well, there will be no question. But you see, we don't have it. What we have is a disclosure of 841, all coming from level 4. We can only engage with that. We cannot engage with what we don't have.
Agreed. Governor, you get the point that disclosure ought to be there. And if it's available, just circulate it. I think it can help to allay some of the fears that we have.
Chairman, we can share a sample of 1 month report as we receive it. We can send it to George.
Send it to George.
And
you can circulate to the members.
The facilities are listed. Then the level 3 facilities are lower level facilities are listed. Then the public health revenue is listed, and then it is broken down, and it is from all facilities.
Okay, the Honorable Waka, don't make a speech. Just deal with the question raised by Senator Sifuna, even though the governor seems to have touched on it. The question was whether Senator Sifuna just frame it precisely, or Waka is a politician. He might start singing and making a speech.
It's a yes or no. Are your people being asked to pay anything when they go to hospitals? It's that simple.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Because I've been given a conditional question, and you want me to say yes or no, the answer is yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think the governor, you alluded to it. Yes. So some of the things we are hearing in the political platform might not be factual. When you're told that wendo hospitali level 1 up to level 4 na usilipe chochote, but kwa ground things could be different. But since this system started in October, I think it is in this forthcoming financial year that we'll be able to get a better view on it. Now, we had